Sometimes we forget why we're here. It's easy to fall off track. These help us remember.
These battle scars don't look like they're faded, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
Growing up, I had a dream, something no one else could see. Tell me what it means when your faith is falling beneath your knees and you can't breathe. Everything you see reminds you of what you're not or something you won't be. You gotta take what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians or choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business. Not because they wanna do it, just because they heard it pays. And who the fuck wants to be poor knowing that's how we've been raised? Society is getting heavy, I can feel the weight. The pressure of success is like 100 million pounds of shame. And that's the reason I'm staying up late, trying to find a way to escape the stereotypes this day and age is making me feel like the only way I'll be happy is getting signed to a label and making money through rapping. I wanna share my emotion because this world is attacking the very principle of life that lets the people be happy. If you don't have a reason to breathe, why?
Yo, what's up? It's me, Brandini. Guess what? I have comic book goodness. Rise of the New Gods! Story was awesome. Art was awesome. 10 out of 10. Robin King! Number 1. Story was awesome. Art was awesome. 10 out of 10. Tales from the Dark Multiverse! Number 1. Batman Hush! The art, story, everything was awesome. 10 out of 10. Flash, number 764. It was all awesome. Art was good, story was fantastic. 10 out of 10. Deceased, Dead Planet, number 5 out of 7. Story was awesome. Art was fantastic. 10 out of 10. Batman 102. Story was awesome. Ghostmaker was awesome. Art was awesome. 10 out of 10. Batman Beyond. Number 48. Story was awesome. The characters were awesome. 10 out of 10. Justice League Convergence numbers 1 and 2. Both issues were awesome. Story was awesome. Art was awesome. Both get 20 out of 10. I'm combining those two scores together because I love it. Story was awesome. Everything else was awesome. 10 out of 10. All for that. Wonder Woman, number 765. Fantastic story. Art was great. I loved it. 10 out of 10. Batman issue number 100. Story was awesome. Art was awesome. Joker War was awesome. 10 out of 10. Batman The Adventures Continue, number 5. I freaking loved it. Story was awesome. Art was fantastic. It had to deal with Paul Dini and Bruce Timm's artwork. And I loved it. 10 out of 10. Red Hood and the Outlaws, number 50. Boy, did I love it. The art was fantastic. It was done well. The artist knows how to draw women and men with feminine and masculine features. It was awesome. 10 out of 10. Batman 3 Jokers, number 3. Story was fantastic. Jeff Johns is an awesome writer. Everything else was fantastic. The art was great. 10 out of 10. Justice League 56, Death Metal! Yeah, baby! Art was awesome. Story was great. Detective Chip bit the bullet, but then again, not gonna say how he did it, but it was awesome. The whole story was awesome. 10 out of 10. This has been the Good Comic Book Review, shortened up. Having some issues with the last video that I did, but it all had to deal with the comic books, and this, I want to give out a shorter version of it. But yeah, this is the Good Comic Book Review. You're gonna love the middle comic book review, and you're gonna hate the bad comic book review. Just like I did. So, yeah, here we go.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah.
Yo, what's up?
Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah.
Young Justice.
Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain.
But I will say this.
I'm sorry for all the pain.
I don't hate it.
Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. We got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name?
I like the story. Don't get me wrong. I love the art.
I love it grows with the memories
I did
like a
not
symphony.
feel
You and I, we got history, yeah.
enjoyment in that
Wherever love goes, there is also tragedy. When
like
we
I
get
have
to
with all the
you
other
and I, we got history, yeah.
That being said, 5 out of 10. The third one, 7. It's an okay comic. It's okay. It's neither has up or down. It's okay. I am very interested in reading I'm very I'm not loving it or am I hating it. I just love it because it's a neutral comic book. And for that, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Last God, not a number, a one shot. God, Songs of the Lost Children, number 1. It's a one-shot. Basically, number 10 hasn't been up yet. It's between 9 and 10, so I'm loving it. But the reason I have to put it on the neutral list is because I'm not enjoying it as much as I should be. I'm not hating it, I don't hate it, nor do I love it. I'm just not feeling enjoyed by it. So, I'm gonna give this a 6.5 out of 10. Firestorm, numbers 3, 4, and 6 of the 2004 series. I love it, but I don't hate it. Why? Well, I'm neutral about it. I'm just very neutral about it. No reasons. I'm not loving it, and I'm not disliking it. Like I said, it was a 2004 series, before Infinite Crisis. I just had to put it in the neutral area because, well, I'm not liking it, nor am I loving it. I'm neutral about it. Yeah, that's for the middle comic book review. So tune in for my ending comic book review. It's going to be all about the bad comics. Bad boy comics.
There will never be another you and me. This could be the last time that we see each other, but I wanted you to know that this ain't over. If you fall, I'll pick you up. Never too much. Carry these memories till we're older. So let's try to rewind and turn back all this time. So let's try to rewind now.
Here we go. All the bad comics that I read this week. If you've seen my list, you'll thank me. You'll know why. You'll thank me for it. If you see my list, you'll thank me. I had to suffer reading through this. It was that bad. Action Comics number 1026. It was a bad comic book. The writing was horrible. The artwork was horrible in all the wrong places. Just wasn't. It was just not my cup of tea. Because the writing is Bendis. And the artwork is John Romita Jr. And John Romita Jr. tends to put a lot of lines when none exist. You'll see why when you look at the cover for that comic. You'll see why. He's just not a very good shadow ink person, you know what I mean? He's not very good at shadowing the action and the poses and everything. He's not very good at that. Not very good. This one, I'm going to have to give it a 2 out of 10. The Legion of Superheroes, number 10. of words. Seriously, lots of words. Oh, and the first kiss that said that it was going to be on the cover, it doesn't happen. I'm sorry. Yeah, the kiss does not happen. I had to reread the entire book to see if the kiss happens. It does not happen at all. It does not happen at all. 2 out of 10. Ugh. Batgirl number 50, aka Cecile Castellucci's dream fetish of becoming an SJW. I had to read this book, and thank God, it is ending after this freaking issue. The way that Batgirl Barbara Gordon disrespects guys like me is horrible. She disrespects Nightwing and Batman and Robin and Jason Bard and Commissioner Gordon. Yeah, you see what I'm getting there, huh, Cecile Castellucci? You like to go ahead and be disrespectful towards guys. Isn't that right? Yeah, you're a feminist there, Cecile Castellucci. You're a feminist. You are a feminist. You're not a liberal. You're a feminist. That's what you are. And that's what I think she is. She's a feminist because she disrespects guys in comic books. Oh, and this is not the first comic book that I've ever read where where a female character of hers disrespects another guy. I have a question. Does anyone remember the Female Furies miniseries? No? Okay then, because the Female Furies did the exact same fucking thing. They kicked Darkseid's ass, butthole, out from Apocalypse. Because he's a man, and they're women, and la 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 la, la 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 la. AKA all the feministic bologna sandwiches that they will ever give to feminisms. To feminists. All of their bologna sandwiches they will give out to feminists. Yeah. You can see why I do not like Cecile's... whatever the frick her name is. Cecile Castellucci. You see why I don't like her. Because she disrespects guys in comic books. And she disrespects men in general. When men are the ones that are reading her comic books. Not the women, the men. I don't see any women in Burlington, Vermont buying a comic book. And if they are, they're with their husbands buying comic books. I've never seen a woman out in Burlington going to my local comic book shop by themselves and reading a comic book. They're usually with their boyfriends or husbands when they do that. The point I'm trying to say is when I go to my local comic book shops, mostly it's just guys, in general. And for Cecile Castellucci to disrespect men in general gets me frustrated and pissed. Because men are the ones that are going to buy and read her comic books, not women, men. Some women, yes, but I'm talking about the majority of people that are reading comic books, which is men, not women, men. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a 0 out of 10 because I disliked the entire book. It has done that poorly. And there's a lot of politics in there as well. And those are the two things I do not like in my comic books. Feminism and politics. Don't need them to make comic books great again. With that out of the way, Battle for Bloodhaven numbers 2 and 5. They are on the bad pile list because I really did not care what was going on. Yeah. Yeah. I just didn't care what was going on. So yeah. And those two comic books, I'm gonna give them each a 5 out of 10. Hey! Guess what? That's way better. Those two comic books I just talked about right now, Bloodhaven 5 and 2, are way better than current Batgirl 50. And that was made in 2006. You see what I'm getting at, DC? But yeah. Yeah. That was just me suffering through all the bad comic books that I had to read this week. Thank God there's only 5 bad comic books this week. Tune in later on this week where I talk about, well, later, no. Yeah, tune in later on this week where I will be talking about the elections and my views on this current year's elections. Yeah. So, yeah. I will see you guys in the next video. My election reaction video for 2020 presidential elections. Peace! Also, comment down below, like and subscribe. That would help me out. Please, for the love of God. Thank you very much. I will see you guys at the next video. The next video I'm doing is all about my reaction with the presidential elections and just my reaction towards it. Peace.